it's a real I'm still all right. As far as the election is concerned, I'm still convinced that it's a fucking coin flip. It is 50 fucking 50, no matter what any polls say, no matter what it's like. So if
That's
you
basically
think,
what the polls have been saying, though.
yeah, I mean, but every other day, it's like, oh, Biden, lost some, or Biden actually isn't doing that bad, or but it's always like there's always like a new story of what this poll says this time or whatever. You know what I mean? I'm saying that fuck all that. It's 50-50. And it's but there's only one of them that has any motivated base, right? Now, how motivated the base of no not Trump is this time around, I have no fucking idea, because I still see MSNBC libs who don't give a fuck about Palestine everywhere, right?
Yeah.
So it could be a straight wash. It could be, it could be the same fucking thing that happened last time, except switch fucking, Michigan for fucking, whatever, one of the fucking purpley red states.
Arizona.
Yeah, whatever one did, whichever one of those Biden didn't win, right? Pick one of those.
No, Arizona's looking heavily Trump right now. Georgia's looking heavily Trump. Nevada, heavily Trump. Michigan.
Really? Nevada?
Yeah.
Shit. He's gonna lose. I'm sorry, dead people that's not fun?
Not nearly as fun as apparently it was working in the Trump White House, apparently, according to this new Rolling Stone article. Have you seen this?
No.
All right. This is from Rolling Stone.
Oh boy.
Trump's White House was, quote, awash in speed and Xanax. Just like your house.
My drugs of choice. What do you know? Although I will say this, Xanax is a little on the heavier, like if they're saying Xanax is in like whatever diazepam or whatever the fucking, if they're not just using Xanax as a fucking secondhand for Klonopin and clonazepam and blah blah blah, right? Then, I'm not a Xanax head. Right, I'm
well, we don't have to get into your
that's
details there. But
just adding some color.
Right. So, and I've also read that apparently there's a different type of speed that you have no way of getting. But listen to this. So, under Trump, the White House medical unit was, quote, like the Wild West, and staffers had easy access to powerful stimulants and sedatives.
That's awesome.
So. And let's see here, skipping through, controlled substances, routinely given staffers who needed an energy boost. Talking about the stuff, what is it called? Modafinil? Modafinil?
That's a new one.
That's one, the one they give to pilots who need to stay awake and not crash the plane and that kind of thing. It's like military grade speed.
Let me look at this. Oh, it's for, oh, what? Dude, I should totally, this is the thing you get if you work, nights at a place where it is very important that you stay awake too. Like, if you're like a night
guarding a nuclear facility or something. Yeah. Well, okay, so Trump's staffers, like fucking, like, Don Jr. and like whoever else is hanging out in there, they're all like probably crushing this shit up and snorting it and whatever. I mean, can you imagine how crazy? Like, that's all of these headlines that you saw back during the Trump years, all the craziness, everything going on. It's like, how much of that was fueled by this crazy military grade speed? You know what I mean?
Dude, yes. This is great.
It's so insane.
Hold on. So no, and I guess Trump himself didn't take it because his fucking heart would have absolutely for sure exploded.
Well, we know he takes some sort of speed that he has to get from England. It's like, because it's no longer available in the U.S., but it's like some diet pill from the 80s or something.
You know,
I can't remember. It's all the same.
Hold on, whoa! This is like the good shit. This is the best shit. All right.
What are you talking? The modafinil?
Modafinil.
Modafinil. Yeah, that's the shit that they give to the people who need to stay awake.
Apparently, it's not addictive and has a low potential for abuse. So why don't they fucking give this to us instead of fucking Adderall?
Why don't they put this in the Folgers?
There's no evidence that tolerance develops. You don't have a tolerance? What? Is Adderall? Yeah, wait, okay, so Adderall's better. Never mind, that's what it is. It's that this is just low grade shit. This is, you give a pilot this so they stay awake, but that's all they have to do is stay awake.
Oh, it's not as strong as Adderall, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess if they take a lot of it, maybe. Or if they're mixing it with Xanax and Coke and whatever else they got. And alcohol, apparently a lot of that. So yeah, yeah, that's why those people would all be insane. Like, just half the time they're like,
eyes look like they're about to pop out of their head.
And the other half the time, they're like, Mr. Trump, President Trump this week says...
You're putting this plate, two big giant heaping plates of shit in front of us all, and then there's an increasingly vanishing amount of people who are like, you have to eat this plate of shit versus this one, right? Like, the Biden people are having a lot more trouble with that than they were 4 years ago, or they were even 6 months ago.
Well, we have to talk about Michigan and what just happened there.
Yeah, well, no, and how they're trying to downplay it because...
Yeah. Long story short, over 100,000 people voted uncommitted in the primary instead of for Joe Biden, like they probably would have normally, or they would have just stayed home. They came out and wrote the word uncommitted. you know,
and they already did that before too. It's like that was when fucking Hillary was running.
Yeah, but
there's 100,000 people who left the president blank. Right?
Well, that's
they
when
actually
they actually
showed up and
voted in the presidential election, though. But I'm talking about this is for the primary. But anyways, Biden's campaign is shitting their pants right now. And so what has happened in the past couple of days since? You have Kamala Harris going out and calling for an immediate ceasefire. Oh, interesting.
Oh, yeah,
now you're
no,
interested in an immediate ceasefire. Where did that come from, Kamala? It's like, you never heard you mention that before.
and they waited way too
could it
long.
be the Muslim community that's in Michigan that's threatening not to vote you back into office?
That you have lost forever.
Yeah.
Right? That's the other thing. It's like until there is a actual Muslim president, gone, done. Right? And the same with a lot of fucking, even a lot of like like left liberal, like mild social democrat types, like lost them forever. Done, gone. Right? Like and there's just a question of how many of them there are in all the other states, because like we've done this before, right? We've done the brinksmanship of the worst candidate ever and then the second worst candidate ever being against each other, right? It's already happened, right? And like I've been saying to all my queer friends, I've been saying this for months now, get an underground railroad together, okay? Get it together. Back to hell.
Yeah. Back to hell. So do you think Chrisman was right when he predicted that Tim Scott will be VP for Trump? Or do you think it's going to be the sexy governor? Christina, of course.
It's like I don't think that Trump cares. And so I think it'll be picked by committee. And it's either going to be like a more MAGA person, right? Like it's going to be like, what the lady in Arizona, the one that lost, but that like said the election was stolen, whatever, like that kind of.
She's a loser. She's not.
But that type of person, right? Like that.
No, not a loser like that. No. He wants only winners, people.
Well, so wait, so that it's like, but is Tim Scott's a winner?
Sitting senator.
All right. I mean, I can see
Kristi Noem's an active governor. I mean,
I can see it also being I can see it also being like Meatball Ron, but he has to do something super embarrassing to get it. Like he has to eat his own shit or something. He's like, okay.
He's like, all right. He's like, Ron, I'm going to give you VP, but here's what you have to do. You have to divorce your wife. She's too good for you anyways. You have to. He's like, you have to destroy your whole life.
It's a gauntlet. And then at the end of it, he doesn't give it to him anyway. Right. And he records everything and publishes it all. Like, and no one felt bad for him, shockingly. Wow. I mean, that's
Either way,
dude,
he's
where
gone.
the fuck is Melania, dude? Where's Melania? Where is she? Has anyone seen her? Has she been at any of the
Not
things?
anywhere near Trump.
I mean, because like that's the other thing is like if he wins, she's not gonna be there. Like she's not gonna. She's fucking in it, hiding somewhere in Slovenia with Barron. Like nope.
She's like literally working for the Biden campaign right now, trying to get him elected.
Yeah.
She's calling people right now. She's like, yes, have you noticed how good the economy is lately?
This is Melania Trump for Biden. You are voting for Biden. Yes, you are a registered Republican, but please don't vote for my husband. I don't know why she's like Latina all of a sudden.
It's as close as you can get to Eastern European. I'm the same way. I don't know. It's like
her
trying to
accent
do
specifically.
Australian somehow.
Like,
I go Irish sometimes.
Russian is Russian easy to do,
Yes.
but like Slovenian's weird. It's like
that's probably closer, anyways. Yes. You vote for Biden, so I do not have to see my husband ever again, please.
I don't come to whitehouse. I don't attend events like that. Yeah,
I would like to stay married to him, but not ever see him again. And if he president, then that is all ruined. All ruined.
Yeah, I mean
my life is over.
The flower thing too. We haven't, where the
flower massacre.
Fucking yeah, the Israelis started shooting at the people who were running towards that alone, without any of the other stuff, right? If you just wanted to just that, right, and prosecute to the fullest extent of the law every single person that was involved in that, all the way up to the fucking heads of government. That's enough right there. Like that, if that had happened in fucking Africa, anywhere, right? If that had happened in fucking anywhere, it would be grounds for war. It would be, we'd be sending in fucking troops, right?
Yeah.
Like, for sure.
The only reason is it's not is because it's basically the United States is where it's happening.
Well, no, but this is what's even crazier is that like the excuse is like, oh yeah, some of those fucking IDF soldiers are like young and so they were like just scared, right? And I'm supposed to fucking give a shit. Like, yeah, dude, it's like it's getting to the point now where even like principled stands like that are unless you're those like 16-year-olds. Like there was a couple of like 16-year-olds a little while ago who like just refused to join and they were like about to like be, whatever, like court-martialed or whatever. Like there was a couple of those and it was like, hey, good for them.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone in this fucking country should be doing that. Right? Like it's the same thing in Russia. Right? Like fucking, if you want to make it about, resistance to war, period. Nobody should fucking, no, burn your draft card. Everybody should be doing that. If there's a draft, if they're looking for troops, dude, burn it because you're gonna get killed anyway. You are, right? Whether or not you get shot, fucking, and it's better than burning to death. That fucking the Air Force guy, like, that shit is fucking like, God bless him, man. That's fucking, that's fucking hard shit. Like, and would the Air Force have shot him? Yes. Right? Like, if he had done the same.
You're talking about the guy who's self-immolated?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, it's like, Death is Just Around the Corner did an episode about him.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't listened to the whole thing, but at the beginning of it, God damn you cats. At the beginning of it, it was just the audio from his streaming of his self-immolation.
Oh.
And that motherfucker is like, this is what I'll say, right? All the people that are like, oh, he was mentally ill, or like I found his Reddit account too, like before they got rid of it. And it's like,
as they say.
Yeah, it's definitely him too. That's the other thing. Is like, you can say what you want about his politics or what he was doing right up until he decided to do this, because that's the crazy part, right? Is that like he was saying shit on the internet that I've been saying on the internet, and then like until like 4 or 5 days before, right? Where he was like, yeah, I'm gonna do something crazy. Like, and it's like, damn, right? What conviction, right? It's the same thing with like Chelsea Manning and who's the other one? Reality.
Snowden.
It's Snowden, yeah. Like it's like, although there are a lot of people that are really suspicious of him because it's a CIA NSA beef that he's on, right? He's on one team, and he's against the other one, and I think he's CIA and his whatever. Like there have been people saying that for years. This isn't anything new, but anyway, like it's like, so you can say whatever you want about how mentally well you have to be in order to self-immolate in front of for not even your thing, right? Like he's a fucking corn-fed ass white guy, right? Like he apparently was getting deployed though. I don't know how real that is. I saw some stuff about like where they had copies of his deployment papers and he was getting deployed to Israel as a U.S. Air Force whatever pilot.
Well, hang on now. That's news, because what? Yeah.
No, and they're trying to shut that. Like, I can see both sides of that, right? I can see on one hand, people being like, yeah, this is actually why he did it, right? Because it makes more sense that way, right? Like, he's like, oh, I'm not going to participate in this. Fuck that. I'd rather fucking set myself on fire, right?
Yeah. If we all of a sudden see people, Americans
scripted into this
military getting sent over there, then we know exactly why he did that. It makes a lot more sense, but so still it makes sense even without it.
It makes sense that that would be a reason for him to do it. It also makes sense that that would be a made up reason, right? Sure. That like some Photoshop and a fucking, whatever conscription papers could be absolutely made up. I don't know. I have no authentication of either of those things. It wasn't even posted by him or whatever. It's like, as far as I know, that's just the thing I saw. Don't know how real it is at all. right? But I absolutely would believe that if it was real, that there is no fucking way that any media in this country would ever let that get out, ever. And the only other people that would have any knowledge of it would be other Air Force wackos, and fucking the Air Force is notoriously fucking full of wackos.